Hello, beautiful people. You are welcome to another super edition of Entertainment Gist with the Eagle Online. And I have a super guest in the house because it's a super episode. I have the esteemed Otumba Femi Davis. You're welcome on the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for obliging us each time we call.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. So, like I said, we are talking about entertainment gist. So we are going to be talking about things that have been happening on the entertainment scene for, recently for a while now. And we are going to start with, Tell Your Papa. We are starting with Idris Abdul Karim and his Tell Your Papa saga. So this, let me just say my own 2 pence. I'm of the opinion that as this may seem like he's talking back to the government or something, I feel like it's like a reviving of his career because I don't know where we've not been hearing about him.
I'm actually happy for Idris and because it's been a long time coming.
Exactly.
I always pray that in this industry, may you not blow and something will now kill your shine. Although part of the problem usually is that some of them don't accept the fact that you have come of age. There's a music, there's a category of, there's an age that comes from certain level of music. You understand? Because when you say hip hop, it has to be what's hot, what's on now. You cannot be in an industry where majority of the audience are saying uncle and calling you father. If you have switched to probably high life or something, but he is an advocate and he chose to be there in the front for talking about topical issues and all that. It's fine. It's fair and it's fine. No problem. So this is just an opportunity for him to now show his real talent. Because ordinarily, nobody was going to download that song.
Yeah, exactly.
Until NBC came
not
with that.
Even a lot of people knew about the song.
Exactly.
That me, I didn't know.
So until NBC came, and I believe that, everybody must do their job. Ordinarily, the topic of the song was frontal. So any government agency would have approved that. Whether it's now the NBC is doing eye service or
overdue,
they are just doing their job. But whichever way it is, they have helped Idris to kickstart his career. So we can just call him a comeback, not kid anymore, comeback adult. Or something
comeback
like
adult.
Yes, because even up till now, people are fighting, even those advocating, they probably have not even listened to the song. But because they are anti-anything government, so it's an opportunity for them to jump on it. And that's what we are. We jump, something else distracts us.
We move to another thing.
Yeah.
You see, and that's the important thing here now. So as he has come back now, will he be able to sustain it? What else does he want to say?
His own content now from this point. It's like, I remember the late Sonny Okosun.
Yeah.
He was dishing out Free Mandela. Do you know how many people's career came to an end immediately Mandela was freed? Some were still were in the studio, still singing Free Mandela. Some have inspiration of their own Mandela version. And suddenly, they released the guy. And a lot of people's career went into pop. So Sonny Okosun had to switch to gospel.
Yes,
before he died.
Yes, that's true.
So,
and then he was talking about Nigeria's issues.
Now, all the people that Idris believe in that can make Nigeria great, if they get into power, you understand? If they deliver, fine. If they don't deliver, will he be able to still show the same kind of energy that is exhibiting now?
Maybe if we switch to something else. You know that in Nigeria, we have some problems that we have had since 1960 or before. It's still the same thing.
Because any politician will climb the podium now and say, I'll fix the roads, I'll give you street lights, water, and all that. So that's what we are. Even
though they have put lights in band, we are still not having the lights.
My own is band A Pro Max.
That means they don't take your own lights.
No, that means they double the rate. It's the tariff that they increase, not the service.
Not the service.
In Nigeria, when they increase service charge, they decrease the service they render. That's what we have there.
And they are saying they want to move everybody to Bande now. How is that going to be? How is that going to be when there's no lights already?
Now, because even the band is about choice. It's not about choice.
It's about where you live.
So I can choose to stay in
No, it's
Mushin.
not about where you live.
It's where you live.
Because
you
I know
can't
somebody who is living
Mhm.
in Ijaye, like towards Ogun State, and she's on band A.
No, that's what I'm saying. Where you live, there may be a private estate in that
Okay.
Ijaye that is the profile of the people living there.
Okay.
They will put them on band A. There's no way you say, well, you have to excuse me, like put Mushin on band A.
On band A.
No.
Yeah.
They would rather put them A minus,
There's A minus.
B,
B
whatever
plus.
categories, you know. So now you cannot be in Banana Island and say you want to opt for band C.
Band C could possibly.
It's not your choice.
At all.
And so that is where you stay. So they just put everybody there. So may God not let us live where everybody is okay and you are not okay.
They should help us. Please, we need lights. Okay, so let's move on to Tope, Alabi, and Liz and John. When this news came out, I was at first confused. Then I felt bad in a way for Tope Alabi. And then I also felt bad in a way that I first thought, oh, why would she be put in that kind of situation? You know?
Okay.
Then I now thought that, is it even possible? Is it possible for you to go somewhere without knowing where you are going? Is it actually possible? Because I believe that it's the person you are going to surprise that is supposed to be surprised.
Yes.
And
in
not
this
you
situation now, she's not the one that was surprised.
Exactly. So please,
but the celebrant
let's talk about
claimed that she was not in the know about Tope coming to.
Yes, she's not supposed to be in the know anyway because they were coming to surprise her.
No, I've had a friend who called me for a surprise birthday party. So they don't want me to know, but I know. So I'm inviting you. Just join them there so that we can surprise them together. Now, two things. Let's go from the professional point of view. And our advice on this. Yes, the husband is the one managing her. Good. The husband is good. He plays instruments. He's good when it comes to music production and all that. Fine. It's been an edge for them. But in terms of artist management, what background does he have? A professional manager will have asked the vital questions. So those limitations, those things that later happen is from, so it's, let's put it that as big as Tope is, I think she deserves a professional manager, not the husband.
But then when you look at it, you know they didn't just start this. At least they've been doing it.
And now it's getting to a point that embarrassing situations like this. Because ordinarily, the question should have been, who the hell is the manager? Do you understand? So who does that? Okay, you want to use the person who is organizing the event that is talking to me. I need to know who we're coming to.
Exactly.
What if we get there and the person is, in code? That's what happened. So now, I also, because I remember I posted something on that matter, I said, may we not run away from trouble, from wahala, and now jam Agbako. Because what she felt that this is the characterization of this person. Me, as a gospel artist, saying to be rendering my service to this person, my own people in the gospel world will come and criticize me. She wanted to avoid that wahala. But the dragging that came after avoiding that wahala is now Agbako.
It is.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. So I can understand from the point that you are saying that you sympathize with her. Yes. But you see, what is wrong is wrong. Yeah. When you get a brand, the minute you become a brand, you must look for professionals to handle that brand like an egg. You don't build a mansion and go and bring bingo from your village to now be backing at robbers that will come to your house. You are going to take people put lion.
Exactly.
So she should see that job that brand that she has become needs professional touch up. That is where the whole fault lies. A manager in that situation, even though when they get there, can still manage it. And say, you know what, madam, let's do 5 minutes. Let's do 10 minutes. You can restrict video. There are a lot of things that a professional would do to save that situation. But the dragging that came after it is not going to be as terrible as the way, because there are people who have taken the role of deputy Jesus. Yes. They speak on behalf of God because they see God. They have direct line. They're in the same WhatsApp group. So they know what he likes. They know what he doesn't like. So if you are still at a level of stardom, being bothered about what people say. When you have especially when you have a justification for it. I'm a musician. I come to sing, and I'm winning souls. Jesus did not go to establish Christians. There were no Christians anyway. True. So he went straight to those places that he wants to capture. So if that's a justification that that person is probably a sinner or not a Christian, then why are we talking about gospel? What are you singing? So you are only directing your messages at the saved? No. So she missed that opportunity. But like I said, may we not run away from Wahala and go and jam Agbako. That's it.
I also think that it was unprofessional, apart from you want to win souls for Christ and all that. But like you said, you are a musician and you be called to sing. So sing.
And go away.
Does
not mean I'm your fan.
Exactly.
Does not mean I believe in you.
Exactly.
It is the people
Just
who put it together.
You're supposed to do because you've been paid.
In this situation, Liz people came out and said, if I have my way, she won't be the one that will have invited.
Liz, she likes trouble. She likes trouble. And I even saw one video where she actually, because Tope Alabi has been saying that she didn't know who she was going to meet. But Liz Anjorin brought out one, I don't know what they call it, whether letter, whether whatever, where it was stated, where her name was stated that, it was her they were coming to meet. So she was kind of saying that it's not possible that
when they got to the Ajazes, the place they were asking for direction, where did they mention? Because I remember that there's no way a celebrity lives in an area that people will not use. I remember my friend and brother, Wale Thompson, he was living in a rented apartment then in Ibadan. And everybody was saying, Wale Thompson, Wale Thompson. Landlord woke up one day and said, from the way you are going, you may go and sell this out. I entered cab this morning now, coming home. Yeah. And I said, this is where I'm going. He said, about to sort now, this is Wale Thompson's house. He said, I'm the landlord. He said, it's the Wale Thompson that we all know. So there's no way a Liz will be somewhere, lives in a mall. You understand? We're not talking about an exclusive mall. So that's what, but then it has happened. But like I said, it was a professional misconduct. One, you are there already. What if when they plug the gate, asking for a refund, they attack you? So some things you do, you lose a battle to win the war. You can do it and now come back and start. But you see, social media madness is there. Once, always avoid the tendency to shalaye. Because when you now put on ring light, I now say, I don't usually do this. You all know
yes, that's the first line. I don't usually do this. I don't like trouble.
Who usually, and you put on ring light, and you don't want trouble.
It's unfortunate anyway. But now that you say that she should get someone professional, are you sure that one will not now cause some marital ulabalu?
You can look for a female manager if that's what you mean.
No. I mean that, like the husband has been managing her.
The husband is busy enough.
So when you now say the husband should stop managing
to produce an artist like Tope,
yeah.
That itself is work. What I'm saying is that those kind of decisions, it will reflect. A professional will be thorough.
Yes, and objective. Will not
and
be
will have picked this information.
About it. Yes.
And when you see, it's not even whether they want to. I'm not talking about booking manager. I'm talking about a situation. You suddenly have a situation. A professional will look at it. Where is the scandal? Okay, if we do, what is the damage? Okay, put the damage beside if we don't do. What is the damage? This one is bigger. So let's run this. In doing this, this same Tope, I've called her for somebody's birthday. She should not be seen in the same hall with. And she opened the show.
Wow.
She insisted that I don't want while. I said, don't worry. No video, nothing will come out. And that's it. Because it's supposed to be a private garden. There are how many are they? In that birthday, the celebration, the other. How many are they? So it would have just gone.
That's true.
But yeah, we don't like it. We were set up also on English. But you are there. Your band is there. Do what you have to do and walk away peacefully. You can now go back and counter it if anybody's taking it towards any direction. I went to. There are musicians who will not sing for a particular political party. Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, since I go to churches to sing. So will he go there and be saying Allah is great? No. He will look for a Christian-related song and sing and go away.
His job.
So most times when you allow what will people say?
Sentiments.
You will be run away from wahala and you will go and jam
Agbako.
Agbako. Anytime you quote it, if you don't give me credit.
Maybe not jam Agbako. Okay, moving on. Now let's go to P Square. I don't understand what's happening in this. Is that their family take each other to court? I don't know what has been happening since, because it's been said that since their mother died that they've just gone.
You see, the role of a mother in a family should never be underestimated. It's not enough. Because I remember when one wanted to get married to the wife and the mother insisted. He couldn't. And she said one thing, over my dead body. And over a dead body, the guy went ahead with the marriage. And that marriage is the genesis of everything that is going on wrong in the family now.
Wow.
So sometimes when you are tight, don't bring it to the world. You understand? They say we go separate, we no separate. Even those on that song will be 3, we no do 1, 4. Twins are fighting like that. Twins. You're not talking about Edda and the younger ones. Because their brother obviously took side from the beginning of that generation.
True, yes.
It was the mother that was balancing it. So it makes 4. So worst case, we were having 2-2. Now it's 2-1. And 2-1, that one that is strong. You know? But I believe that maybe the stardom has measurement. In your quest to blow, just pray to God not to overblow you beyond your capacity. Because when the whole world, Nigerians were begging them, don't split, don't fight. Yes. But then they now say, we are back. We're like,
nobody happy.
We're not even interested.
We are not interested anymore.
You know where they moved to? They moved to Songo, Ota.
Wow.
They are watching Portable. So they are not waiting for Busybody. Yes. Busybody is engaging them per second with topics, you know.
Oh my God. Talking about Portable, what are we going to do about that guy?
No, I have my personal opinion. That cannot be heard. Seriously. But I keep telling my friends, anywhere I am, if Portable comes there, if he greets me, I will not answer. If
that one can cause problem.
If I get, no, you avoid wahala. That is the way you run down my back. When I get to the entrance and they say featuring Portable, I just go home. Because he will know that he greeted somebody and the person did not.
Did not answer,
and he will not say wahala will not start. Me, I will not see him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is that he is being fed with the fact that you must do anything to remain there. That is what is at the back of his head. So whether he's right or wrong, he doesn't see any crime in it. But you see, something is refining him small. That time that the police went, that he beat policemen, will not happen again.
It can't.
Any invitation, the other one that he climbed fence, 3 fence, that Portable rara. After that one, when they came, he always was even putting on, he had boxing gloves with him. That was a good way. You should all wear it, and we was the old one. But he followed them, enter Siena. And he said it's free ride from Abeokuta to Ilorin. When police now, they first of all tell you, go and scrape your hair. If it's Portable or Portable, that's another one alone. It's humbled. But you see, that belief that I need to be controversial because I get hit, and that's his income. Because no serious-minded.
What song is this in?
You see, it's a digital thing. 1 million view of talking sense and 1 million view of stupidity.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. So if you spend $1 million for a content that will hand you 100,000 views, and somebody is not spending anything at all, it's just exhibiting rashness, crassness, and classness. You understand? That's all. So that will continue to be his own way until I will not say
until what? Until people stop listening to him.
Because even if he enters any church,
because
if he enters any church or mosque, that he's a changed person, nobody will believe him. He has crossed that line.
Wow.
Today is in church environment. The next minute you see him carrying, doing traditional stuff, and the next day you see him saying it's our fight. It doesn't. The fame came indirectly, and it was just too much for him to handle. So he believes that the only way to sustain that fame is to be controversial.
To be a nuisance.
It's actually a nuisance, a national one at that. We can't even export it. That's the amazing thing.
That one cannot be exportable.
Maybe we should throw him
We
to
already
them.
have enough bad image. We can't export portable. Okay, now let's move on to Eniola Badmus. I don't know why she has decided to put herself in the public eye, recently. So our issue with Opeyemi Ayola, that started it, because I was like, how can you be so insensitive to say such a remark, to say such a
Well,
thing?
the points have been noted. Ope's anger is the fact that we are not that close.
Exactly. So it's not that you are joking and I'm
but
catching
you see
it.
the social media cruise line. Social media cruise line does not. You see, post it now. Just post somebody that people don't like. You don't understand what I'm saying? You don't need to know that person. There's somebody that I sympathize with all the time when I see his posters. If I'm this person, I will just go off social media for now. Sam Larry. You don't understand. Don't let anything positive happen to that guy and he posts it. The comments that you will read,
yes.
the people sending this comment, do they know him? Are they his friends? Do you understand what to say? So people don't know the implication of cyberbullying. Because it's a criminal offense. It's not when they say this one went to arrest this person, it's civil. What's civil? It's a criminal offense to defame somebody.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Actually, and that word there in that law, I don't know how we will explain it to people. When you subject somebody to ridicule, that's all. See your nose. You are subjected to ridicule. See your head. You understand? For Eniola, I want to assume she's just catching cruise. But it got on the sensitive side of Okpe. Yes. But if you look at it, Okpe now made the video explaining the reason for her anger. Did she get the kind of feedback that she would have expected?
She did not get the kind of feedback.
So coming to explain in the first instance, thinking that people will be reasonable with you will not work. Because if you measure the kind of feedback people give, even when you're talking about serious issues, don't waste your time. Avoid the urge to shalaye when it comes to social media.
But I'm sure she must have felt very offended. That's
there are 1,000,001 ways. That's why I said all these people, they should, as a matter of fact, where you cannot even employ a day-to-day manager, have consultants that you discuss issues like this with. If an Okpa had come to me, I would have told her the other ways to address. If 1-2 times this person had been faulted, you have record. You now come out like that. It will be explained. But it's assumed that it's jealousy. I want him to be calling you auntie. And so people don't even know Okpe Aliola. So you don't understand what I'm trying to say. Looking at when she was that hot.
Yes.
So they will judge from, even when Saheed Osupa went to her, invited Portable. Do you think the feedback was positive?
Well,
as much as you think that people don't like Portable, people are like, you are using power. Why did you have to invite him to Ilorin? So they should look for police posts behind Portable's house to put petition. Something that he did online. Do you understand? So how do you want to explain all that to people? So avoid the urge to shalaye. Especially when you don't want, if what you want is validation, you will not get it from social media. You will not. The serious-minded people, they are off social media. That's just the truth. But Eniola too, as several other people, should be called, because sometimes I look at an update and I want him to comment and I'll review. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
I go back. You understand? Sometimes you want to talk, you want to vent, but when you now look at the audience, let them be. Let them be.
Okay, so what about fracas with Laide Bakare at the party?
Unfortunately for me, I know the two of them very well. As in at the beginning of their career, I know them very well. If there had been pending issues that were not resolved, you understand, that place was not the right place to prove it. So nobody is right and nobody is wrong. That's the only way I see. But I think Laide flipped, which was a setup. Yes, it was a setup. Eniola owns a blog. So she goes about with camera.
Okay.
She has a YouTube channel. that blogs. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you know that when I come to an event, you will know that cameras will be on me. So if I want to mess you up, I'll mess you up. Because you are not ready for me, I'll come on you. And that is not that calm. That somebody will push twice and will not vote. You don't forget. You understand that to say. So she knew what she was doing. So and that's the thing, that when you master the act of social media manipulation, you become a boss.
Wow. But at what expense? At what, because now it looks like she's just creating enemies for herself.
No. Look
because
at it that she's still coming
from.
She's yet to come out of that of Tope Ayola.
Exactly.
And you will see that Tope, Laide, all of them are within the same generation.
Yes,
so it's like the older ones or those who started earlier are having started all this new generation or the ones that are there now. So of course, there will be internal beef, so to speak. You understand? So to speak. Because Enola is a battalion. She's ready to battle anybody. And she will say her own. She's like, okay, Ati Beyin, sorry. Sorry.
But did she say sorry? She didn't say sorry.
So like this one, she's there to reply.
No, she has replied though.
What did she say?
I saw what her reply was very. I don't even know how to, because I saw something on social media and I don't know if that's it was just. It wasn't a direct reply.
Oh, the screenshot of the DM.
No, it wasn't DM. Where she was, no, she made I didn't save it. She said something about letting love lead. When something about, it was like a cryptic message.
It still come back to what Tope was, what Ayola was. Like, your apology is like a gaslight.
Exactly.
Too filled with messages that I still see as insulting.
Exactly.
So it wasn't a sorry.
It
wasn't a sorry matter. Don't forget that we are also in the era of AI. You understand? Most people, even now to greet people now, people copy from AI. So you might not. Yes, that's where we are, truly.
AI.
Yes.
We don't even know which one is human being, which one.
This was exactly. That's the way it is. But our problem, our bane, and our advantage today is social media. How we use it determines how far
it has its advantages, but it has a lot of advantages. It's that if you just don't have power, just don't go and engage on social media.
That's it.
You
want to increase your audience. You are doing giveaway. 1 million followers. You have gathered 1 million hungry and angry people. The day they will descend on you, God, you will wonder what you did. Was it God that offended? But when you don't grow organic followers, these are people who look out for you, who genuinely love you, so you can play with them. But the ones that are there because they are expecting giveaway, you did not give them, they are waiting. One little slip like this, they will come for you. Because they are angry and they are hungry.
Okay, now let's talk about the church scene.
Church.
Yes, this trended some weeks ago with all these pastors saying that gospel musicians should not be collecting money that is service to God. So they are supposed to be singing and just, praise the Lord, thank you, and go back to their house, and I remember that Timi Dakolo, amongst a lot of other people, reacted to that. What do you mean? And he even said he's a Christian that does gospel music, or how did he put it? Not that he's a, he put it somehow. Okay. That so a laborer is worthy of his wages. Now he's working and he has to collect money. That when they invite ministers from abroad, they pay them handsomely. They feeding allowance, accommodation, and all that. But then here in Nigeria, you're not saying that they should not collect money that is unto God.
Now, I think first and foremost that Timmy jumped on that topic itself, because how many churches have allowance for their choir members?
That's true. How many churches? There are very few.
Do you understand? Yeah. So if the anger is coming from choir members that can understand it, pastors that will abandon their choir every week, let's give them a beautiful. our
Yeah.
beautiful
The
choir,
best choir.
the choir in the world.
Yes.
But they want to have a crusade. That's why they will remember that there's Nathaniel.
Yeah, exactly.
Bassey.
You know.
Guess what?
And they will pay.
The,
Although Nathaniel Bassey says he doesn't collect money.
It will now turn the choir as backup, like crew. That's when you don't know. That's when you know that they don't know how to sing. So if pastors really truly want to appreciate, they should spend this money they spend on foreign guest artists on
their
their
own
own
people.
church members.
Yes, and they should not say those that are now
Once it's a
should not-
package, if it's a Sunday service, no problem. But once it's a package, you are throwing flyers there, you are running promo, people are coming, you will collect donation now. Once money will come in, because this band, the professionals now, we're talking about professional.
Yes,
The band members charge.
exactly.
So who pays for their money?
Pays for exactly.
Because it's like saying Whiskey should go and sing somewhere and you say it does not, you will pay because he has to pay his team. Do you understand? So for what made him that star that you desire for your church, that will bring more people to Jesus or maybe to your event, because there are two things. Bringing the crowd to your church and you now be able to take them to Jesus. You know, it's two stages. So when the artist brings the crowd, he has become an investor in that business. Let everybody earn from their wages. If he chose to, Nathaniel, if he says I'm not charging, fine. Let all the ministers look for the one that wants to play for free. The ones that want to charge, you need my service, and you want to bring whatever I put together for my brand to come and endorse your podium. Be ready to pay.
Okay, so I want us to round up with Iyabo Ojo. You know, I have such good feelings about this wedding, our daughter's wedding. I don't even know. I just feel so good about it, the way everything is going, the fact that, you know, the husband is not from here, Tanzania, and then the way it's like, you know, there's just so much support, so much love and everything around it, and it's so good to see. But there's one thing I noticed, that her dad, that's Priscilla, I've not heard anything about him.
Well, you have a privileged information. That man came into this country because I was with his friends overnight with about 30 of his friends from America.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, really?
So for those of us that will be at that wedding, you will see him.
Oh, wow.
You see, the problem with us in Nigeria is once a woman comes and says, I'm a single mother, we look at it from every negative. Irresponsible father, she's the only one taking care of the family, blah, blah, blah. Most times, you are a woman and you know how you do it for sympathy purpose. So the role of a man in a broken home is also always underrated. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I saw one, this interview on TVC that Iyabo granted. And she said that the son, Precious, I think it's the son, that is so close to the dad and blah, 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 blah. So these are kept off. There are men who are off. They don't want to be on the radar, especially when you now have another woman in your life, why you appearing in the other place. So the person's not being there does not mean he's not playing his role right. Do you understand what I'm saying? And again, it's a very good image for the country. She's a celebrity, whether you like it or not.
Yes,
I mean the daughter now.
Of course.
She's been a celebrity all this while. So the guy that she's getting married to is also a celebrity in Tanzania. So it's a culture coming together,
you know,
and the
it's so
beauty of our
beautiful,
culture and all that. That's what we want to look at. And also, it's an example of you can be a product of a broken home and not be broken.
Yeah, you know,
do you understand?
come out right.
Now the culture will now come to play the role where the real father will be the one to hand her over, irrespective of whatever the mother have shielded. I'm not saying that's what she did. What I'm saying is that our mistakes of years ago, our culture have a way of controlling it. That is the story of Ada and Mother D.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying now?
That's
so
true,
the daddy is here now. True. The real daddy is there to play his role. So it's not, you can't judge anybody who chooses to be a private person. We all cannot be in the face of people. If I have my way, I want to be a background person. Yeah, my name can be there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, now there's no between Etunde Kelani and Newale Adenuga. They are both fantastic in their field, similar, but one chose to be a filmmaker, celebrated, and one chose to, I'm not there, let me just make my money. So it's a question of choice.
That's true.
So I'll just let's go. Don't worry.
Okay.
We'll enjoy
meet
the
there.
yes.
Okay, thank you so much. It has
Thank
been
you.
an interesting conversation. Thank you for obliging us. And I hope you guys enjoyed our gist. And you must have heard one thing, I mean, two things that you didn't know before that you now know. So subscribe so that you get notifications when we come out with new videos, and also like and share this video. And also follow us on all our social media handles that is in our bio. So check our bio, you see all our social media handles there. Follow us. And we'll see you next time with more gists. And hopefully, you will oblige us again.
Hopefully.
Hopefully,
Allegedly. I'll be here.
Okay, bye.